Very few reasons why a couple dudes would be waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning. Today, because of a track day. We're here at Area 27 with Brian, checking out the sweet facility they got here. Taking our MK8 GTI out on the track. Should be a great day today. Supposed to get up to 30 degrees. One of the last sessions for the year. Pretty excited.
What's up, everyone? Doing a voiceover today because when Brian and I were at the track, we were way too excited to be racing all day that we forgot to record anything good for YouTube. Nevertheless, we had an absolute blast at the track. Weather was perfect. Overall, an amazing day. If you ever have the chance to go to Area 27, I highly recommend it. As for the GTI, it performed exactly how it should. The Stage 2 Evo monoblock performance brake upgrade from Racing Line that we put on definitely took a beating. Brakes were smoking after 3 20-minute sessions back to back at Area 27, but they still handled great. No brake fade, they were perfect. We threw in some high octane fuel as well as some octane booster. Don't really know what the end octane ended up being. I'm assuming around 103. But the tune adjusted for it and it was amazing on the track. Tons of power, super linear, no hiccups, performed awesome. It was great. The lowering springs we have on there soaked up every little bump on this track. This track has a fair amount of elevation differences and big sweeping turns. Turn 11 is still terrifying no matter how many times you do it. Nevertheless, performed great. But definitely the star of the show are the tires. I had a bunch of people ask me if my Golf R that I went to Area 27 back in 2017 was more fun than the GTI, and it definitely had more power, had more suspension set up for the track, but the tires I had on there were garbage. So because the GTI had way better tires, overall it performed better on the track. Now, if I had those same tires on my Golf R, it'd be a different story, but maybe we'll get a Mark 8 Golf R in the future and we'll throw these sticky tires on there and go back to Area 27. In between sessions, we were able to jump into a RS1 race car with some of the professional drivers at Area 27, and that was an absolute riot. The driver that I ended up getting paired with maybe had a little bit too much fun, and I kind of egged him on to do some drifting. We got black flagged from all the marshals. It's a huge no-no at this track, and he almost lost his driving privilege for the rest of the day, but we ended up sweet talking everybody and letting him back on. If you're planning on going to Area 27 in the future, do not try drifting. The marshals are gonna flag you instantly and you're gonna have a bad time. Just don't do it. Even without drifting, these RS1 race cars are insane. Huge slicks on all four corners. The grip is crazy. Tons of power, super light. I highly recommend if you have the chance to jump in with a professional driver. So much fun. That same weekend, we went to Penticton Motor Speedway, watched some of the stock car races, some of the hit to pass races, and they also had King of the Hill. I put the GTI into King of the Hill. I won my first race by a landslide. You didn't even see the other driver. But my second race, I ended up getting paired up with a Civic Type R with full bolt-ons, and that guy ended up winning the King of the Hill for the night. Still a ton of fun. Turn 1 from the start line is so bumpy. You can kind of see it in the video here. My headlights are jumping around like crazy. And because I'm so tall, with my racing helmet on, my head is just smashing the ceiling of the car. Pretty unpleasant to have your head smashing up against the ceiling, but overall, still a ton of fun. The whole weekend was an absolute blast, and I can't wait to do it again. Thanks a ton for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.